Hey guys, so this is the to-do list of when you're in the school community. So hopefully you've navigated here and reminded to get back to this page. All you got to do is come to the community section, which should be the home page, and then navigate to this top part up here, which is called Classroom. And then you'll see we've got the different modules here: intro, onboarding, to-do list, sales, all those other great stuff. But for today, the focus is going to be on the to-do list. So the first video here in the to-do list is the welcome video guide, which is going to be the first module and the most important thing to get done. So I'm going to be explaining exactly what the welcome video is, the purpose behind it, give you kind of a templated script, and also show you some of our other clients' example videos just to give you some inspiration here. So what you want to do is you want to come into this document here called a Xero Marketing Pre-Appointment Video Guide. So you'll see here we've got an example layout of what you can say for yourself. So if I was to do this here, it may be, hey, Sam here, or Coach Sam, or Instructor Sam. If you're on this page, it means you're scheduled in for your intro trial class with our team at Gold's Gym Jiu-Jitsu, for example. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to do that, and also listen to the next 90 seconds, because there's going to be some crucial information on how to best prepare for your upcoming trial class. So it's really important to be aware that the way that this funnel works is that the people have already submitted their information. They've already booked in a class on the calendar, so that'll be reflected inside of the CRM, which you're able to view. So this is what happens when they've come lead, they've already booked in, and now they're on the thank you page. And the whole point of the thank you page is to provide enough value, build the like, know, and trust factor, and kind of give a bit more information about who you are. Answer some frequently asked questions there. So the way I'd carry on with the script is first, pause this video, make sure you've added it to your online calendar. So on all the funnels, we have a calendar that says add to your Google Calendar or add to your calendar. And that means that they can add it into their native online calendar that they use. So they can click the add to calendar button, which is just below the video. And then it will also get messages for confirmation emails, pictures, SMS, Google Map link, local landmarks, as well as direct link that they can add there, like I've already explained. So again, the whole point here is to make this as personalized, as bespoke to your specific situation, your specific gym, what people need to know about you. So you can see kind of an example here, which is probably a better explanation than what I was doing above. So just a rough guide, some things that are really important to note. So make sure that you're always thanking the lead for taking the time to book a class and express how excited you are. Remember, this is an evergreen video. And what I mean by that is that this video is going to be used for all the leads, all the people booked in. So we don't want to be saying, hey, John Smith, great to have you in. Okay, we're addressing everyone that is booked in for a class. So we want to make sure it's evergreen. It's applicable for everyone that's watching the video. Make sure you express the importance of watching the whole video. Make sure you express the importance of following the key checklist of, bringing a water bottle, for example, loose athletic clothing with no buttons or zippers, or a ID. Now, this may not be relevant to you, so don't necessarily feel free to pick and choose what you deem fit there. So it's also important to make sure that they remember the class time. Make sure to show up 10-15 minutes early where applicable. Again, this is all very bespoke to what you guys do within your own martial arts school. Explain the value that they'll get by attending the class, and set any expectations like that you'd like them to have before the class and what they need to be prepared. So do they need to have the waiver signed? Do they need to, if they're bringing a child, make sure that the parents are aware that they need to be around for the child? I'm just thinking of a few examples, and if there's any that come to mind or you want to bounce a few ideas off, obviously contact your account manager and can make sure that we got that all tight there. So I'm just going to show you a few example videos here that I've kind of cherry picked that I thought were pretty good. Each have got their own twist to it. Each have got their own angle. Some are more professionally done than others. But at the end of the day, it's all about building the like, know, and trust factor. So it really doesn't matter if you've got a Hollywood A-grade film and editing thing, or if it's literally just you on a selfie iPhone filming a bit of like a POV shot of you walking around. I think the real important thing with these videos is to always show the location, so where people can find you guys, especially if it's hard for a potential prospect coming in to figure it out. What I mean by that is you may be tucked behind a building, or you may be inside of a shopping center, or they may have to weave in and around to find your place, or go up some stairs. Like, make it very obvious, okay? Remember, these people 99% of the time have never been into your gym. they potentially don't even know where it is, right? So it's again just laying it out in a almost A to Z dummy proof step to make sure that these people know what to expect, how to get there, and the value that you're trying to convey. So I'll show a couple of examples here, which I think are pretty good.
All right, parents, so you sign your child up.
So I think this one's a really good example here because it kind of goes to show the background here. So it's got kids, it's got adults, it's kind of showing the gym, it's showing the brand. Everyone's in uniform, everyone's looking really sharp, right? So it goes to show really building the like, know, and trust factor at the end of the day.
Up for the intro class. What do we do next? Well, the next thing to do is actually bring them into the class, okay? We need to know that you are 100% committed to making your intro time.
So really good energy and also showcasing. So you can see Greg here is showing his students, right? So it's like, it's really important as well. And I think this is a very subtle thing that I just wanted to pick up on is that, for example, if it's an adult or a kid, whatever it may be here, you got to think that the parent, for this example, if we're going with the kid, is probably thinking, oh, my little Johnny looks like that. Oh, I can see he's confident, happy, and think. People always look to see similarities in other people. So if you can get a wide range of demographics, ages, things like that, that works really well.
You can see we've got a full class of kids and we only have limited space. So when you show up, make sure you show up 10 minutes early so your child can be introduced to some of our students and coaches, so you can fill out a waiver, and so you can also get fit for a uniform. So do all that. We're going to have a great time, and we look forward to seeing you on the mat.
Really good. I'd give this a 10 out of 10, to be honest. It's very energetic. It's showing the Gracie Barra gym really well. Greg's got very good energy. He's ticking off all the key value points that he needs to go through, fill in the waiver, get the uniform set up. He's also making it personal, trying to get that like, know, and trust factor. Remember, these people haven't showed up yet, okay? So he's like going, you know, it's like, it's very, making it very personal. I feel like, oh, this video was directed towards just me.
Real soon.
Really good. Perfect. Here's another example from Infinite Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Hey, what's up? Professor Jeff
more
here
of a,
Infinite.
More of a different type of video here. A bit more kind of going with the point of view angle, I would say.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu right here in Gaithersburg. It's a push out.
So one thing I would fix up here, which is another important point, is make sure you got a mic or something on. That always helps best with the audio. But again, not the end of the day, right? You can see Jeff here doesn't have a mic on, but you can still very clearly hear him.
We go run to Pittsburgh and there's
So that's another great addition here, introducing the coach or the person at the front desk that's going to greet them. Put kind of like a face to the name, a name to the face.
Guys, super excited to have you at the Academy. First thing you do when you come in, besides us greeting you, is that we're going to have you fill out a waiver. Okay, make sure you bring your bottle of water. You can wear a T-shirt or an Under Armour type shirt.
Again, going through the key checklist things here.
And the next thing is we're going to get you prepared for class. So we're going to lend you a jiu-jitsu uniform, either for yourself or for a child.
So another point here, I'd make sure that any background noise, we're trying to, to the best of our ability, cut that out. But again, it doesn't need to be perfect at the end of the day. Like I said, this is still a very good welcome video here.
Well, you're going to come to train with us. You're going to come, you're going to have an amazing time in a fun, safe environment. And we look forward to seeing you guys on the mat. Have an amazing day. Thank you again. Hey, what's up?
Lovely work there. And then just a couple other quick ones here. So this one's a bit more of a professional
Hi guys,
video
it's
here.
Bruno Alves, SGJ founder and head coach of SGJ Crossness. Welcome to the Academy.
So you can see this one's a bit more of a professional one. I really like this sort of here showing the outside street, and then it's going like, there's the upstairs, that's the front door there.
For your trial class, please arrive 10 minutes before so we can get
So this is very professionally done, right?
you fit in the right uniform and you can start your session. We have classes for beginners and advanced with absolute no experience and for those that trained before. Both programs are broken into warm-up, technical drills, specific training, and sparring.
So you can see here a bit of animations added as well with the 2 levels of training showing the outside. Showing where to park, that's another great feature to add.
After your trial class, come down to see one of our team members.
So you can see here from our point of view, right, as martial arts school owners, it's highlighting that there's a sale process. So it's almost like pre-selling the lead as well. So this is an excellent bit here, kind of saying, hey, you know, you don't just leave after your class as well. So we're not just now pre-nurturing the class, we're also pre-nurturing the sale, which is excellent.
See how you can get started.
So this is a really good video here. And this was done more for a franchise thing, I'm assuming. So really good stuff there. Couple other good examples here just to wrap this up. We have more of a professional. This is more of like a, not necessarily a welcome video, but this is something that we can put in the nurturing beforehand. So we got Leo here, Origin, to film a welcome video, but this is also like a professional trailer video of like what to expect, what is Origin Jiu-Jitsu. So this is more of, yeah, not necessarily like a welcome video and not something we would necessarily put on the thank you page or the confirmation page, unless obviously couldn't get the other video done. But it's kind of just showing a bit about the brand, a bit about the community. So another great asset to have if you do have something like this. Please flick that through to your account manager.
Is an inner joint. Jiu-Jitsu
You can
brings
see Leo, owner here.
the meaning of dojo. A B. We are all equal. We would experience.
So this is something that we can put into like the emails, for example, as like a bit of a nurturing, building that like, know, and trust factor. So you can see like it's more of a storytelling thing here rather than like a pre-class video. But again, another great asset. And then the final one here, for an example, is I do like this one here. It's a bit more fast-paced video, so you can see.
Hello everyone, I'm Coach Enzo from Alliance Cobrinha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu North Hollywood. I've been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for...
So this one's showing a bit more about the coach, who Enzo is, his experience, and kind of showing the community.
over 25 years. I hold the 3rd degree black belt on the Cobrinha. I'm passionate about...
So this is another really good thing as well, getting some testimonials in that pre-call video as well. So you can see there's a million ways to do this pre-call video. At the end of the day, it's about building that like, know, and trust factor. It's about the people, once they're booked in, we want to get them to show up. That is the whole point of this thank you page pre-class video here. So think, with one goal in mind, it's building the like, know, and trust factor. So with the end goal of getting them to show up, it's going through a bit about who you are, what you do, what the value is, and setting any expectations that need to be done before. I've seen some really good thank you videos. I've also seen some really bad ones. So some bad ones, if I'm being completely honest, are things that are just going, it's all about you. It's not about who the prospect or the lead coming in is and what value they're going to get. So it's about, you know, I think Enzo does a really good balance here about saying who he is, what he does, what his experience is. But then it goes into like, that then leads into a storytelling about the gym, about the members. So don't make the whole video about yourself or about your gym. Remember, it's always what value is the prospect, what value is the person showing up going to get. So that's one really important thing. And then the second thing is, don't make it a checklist of, you need to bring your ID, you need to bring your water bottle, no shoes on the mat. Okay, like these are all obviously important things, but don't make the whole video centered around that. So I hope this guide here is kind of explained a bit better in more detail around how to film these welcome videos, what we're looking for, the purpose behind the welcome videos, as well as how it kind of flows in the whole funnel there. So a reminder, some key things again, it goes lead opt-in, and then they go to a booking page. Then once they've completed the booking, this is then when they go onto the page there.